So I'm going to take you through some of the quirks on this early version of the Fantom. So I happen to actually have a groove that I already did. I'll play it real quickly. Okay, so I want to do a section B, which may be in a different key and may be different chords. It may or may not contain pieces that are similar sections of instruments that are already in the first groove. So I'm on A, and here's B. Block represents a new groove. So I'm going to try to record another percussion part, for example. Oops. So here we go. Okay, now that has become somewhat of a problem. Okay, so first of all, none of the stuff that was there before I did not want it to play. So now what happens is if I hit section B from this point forward, and I go to any track I want. So let's just go to Rhodes track again. So I don't know what I'm gonna do, but so I just do that. Okay, so there you go. So that is a problem. So my workaround was to, even if you take one block and record just nothing like but a pitch bend control, then once you get a block established on that second section, then you can select it, and then it won't allow everything to play. It's almost like muting everything from before. So unless there's another workaround around it, what would be nice is this, where this name initial pattern shows, that in here you could select multiple layers of patterns, each containing 16 tracks and 8 versions of each track. That would be real nice, almost like the MPC and even the motif. So maybe they'll update it like that. So I'm gonna keep on going here. These all internal Fantom sounds. Here's the bass here. Let's see here. Okay, so here's an interesting feature. If you want to do a layer, here, like I got a saxophone, and here's a synth sound. All I have to do is highlight these soft keys, and it will layer whatever I want, or even triple layer. So that's a very welcome feature. Okay, so that's very nice. It's a nice feature. I'm going to record. Now, in this case, I'm going to record over an existing track, and so you have to make sure that that block is selected, which it is, and that it's under mix right here, which it is. If it's under new, it's going to create a new block, and for now I don't want to do it that way. Shoot, I forgot to do the hi-hats. Oops. good enough. So now I got these 2 tracks here. So I'm gonna go back. Here's my little sax / lead, and now this is where I can go from like the section A to B. So that's it. It's basic in its implementation. I'm sure there are some workarounds around some of the stuff, or there's updates, but it seems a little restrictive the way it's been implemented, at least with the workflow that I have. I'm used to using Logic, Studio One, and those kind of things. Of course, the MPC, which is extremely, like, once using the MPC-X software, it's a behemoth compared to how this works, but the potential is definitely there. So again, this is like a rehash on the FA06, and as it really relates to the new Fantom. Some of the things on here, although this is a linear recorder, and of course the new Fantom is a clip-based pattern recorder, but I'm going to show you a few things on here. First of all, it's kind of nice that they have a tempo dial. For me, I actually enjoy having it. They cut that out on the new Fantom. Instead, you would hit on the new Fantom tempo button, and then you have to use a scroll wheel. Not a deal breaker, but it was nice to have, and for some reason they took it off. So here's what I'm going to do: is I'm going to record. I'm going to shift. Let's see, track mine. I'm going to just erase this track here. Okay, so I'm going to record something real quickly. Change my tempo. See how convenient it is to have that. And I don't have to wait for a note. Okay, so let's say I didn't like that. All I have to do is hit shift and undo, and when I release my button off the shift, my hand, it goes back to the recording, and now I can just record again. Whereas on the new Fantom, if you try to record, and it requires you to go to the edit page, and then you're stuck on it, and if you try to record on it, it's going to say you can't. To me, that was a workflow disruption for me that I had to get used to. As a matter of fact, on the older Fantom G, which I have here off to the right, it's going to ask you if you want to keep that recording. Here's another thing. Again, if I start recording, I'm going to start recording again, and I'm going to do... this rehearsal button. I can hit this rehearsal button and change some things around and play until I figure out what I want to do. They don't have that on the new FA or the new Roland Fantom. It's another feature that I wish that pop-up screen, which is traditional to all the Fantoms, that they add those features back. It would be nice.